Greetings, conscious earthling weirdos, my tribe, my kindred, you chosen ones. I hope you are well. I always hope that you are well. And I am sending you so much love energy, so much heart energy, so much truth energy. And I thank you so much for yours. I thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Those of you who reach out to me, who leave comments, you know how much I love you so much. I'm so grateful. Those of you who have messaged me and said, hey, Ali, where are you at? Why aren't you making videos? I'm just tickled pink, all right? I am tickled pink, okay? That you miss me. I'm tickled pink that you miss me, and I'm tickled pink that my messages, that my knowledge, that my wisdom, my experiences, my spiritual babble resonates with you, okay? I can only hope that I can help myself, all right, with these videos, this YouTube journey that I'm on. Because when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself too. But to actually get validation that I'm helping someone, anyone, multiple people, holy shit. It means the world to me. It really does. I'm so grateful. So grateful for you. And I'm so grateful that you get something out of this. Okay? I really am. I thank you so much. And I thank you so much for paying me with your attention. My heart is overwhelmed with gratitude. Okay? My goodness. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I haven't made videos lately, okay? It's just, I'm on a spiritual healing journey. It's a lifetime process. You know this. Sometimes I just need to take breaks. And I want you to know that I've said this before, even if I want to stop making videos, my soul will not let me, okay? I'm not going anywhere. If I take a little break here and there, it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I will come back. I will come back. Regardless of that, please feel free to message me if you need to talk about anything at all, okay? Even your cat's UTI. I have a great holistic remedy for that. Anything at all. Feel free to hit me up. Ali Soul on Snapchat, Ali Soul 11 on Instagram. Go ahead and hit me up anytime, okay? Anytime you want to. But here I am now. Here I am. I've been feeling so compelled lately, intuitively, to start talking about narcissism, okay? The spiritual side of narcissistic abuse, covert narcissistic abuse, okay? This energy vampirism that plagues humanity, all right? Within each other and within our socioeconomic caste system that the cabal has created for us, you know? If you're not familiar with NPD, which I'm sure that you are, because if you resonate with me, you're most likely an empath or a narcissist that probably thinks they're an empath. I don't know, either way. If you're not familiar with NPD, there's so many resources on YouTube. Please go find one, you know, talking about the love bombing, the discard, the devalue, the discard, the hoovering, the flying monkeys, the gaslighting, the manipulation. I don't want to talk about that, okay? I want to talk about the spiritual side of narcissistic abuse. Okay, that is what I am being guided towards talking about when I make videos about narcissism, okay? Because here's why. I've been on a healing journey in regards to covert narcissistic abuse for almost a decade now. You know, awareness and acknowledgement is super important. Of course, when you discover that you're being abused by somebody who is supposed to be loving you or appears to be loving you and they're really hurting you and draining your energy, super important to acknowledge all that, right? But I have found in my healing journey that dwelling on the hows and the whys and all that stuff, it just really harbors a lot of hatred and bitterness in the heart, right? And with these shifts in energy, with this healing of ourselves, of Mother Gaia, of humanity, I think it's important to move past that hatred, that bitterness inside, right? To forgiveness. I've been working on that forgiveness part for a really long time. It's hard. It's really hard. I understand. But it's important that we start dwelling on that part of it. Okay? All right? WWJD, right? What did Jesus do? Did he harbor hate in his heart for his oppressors, for those who persecuted him, those who abused him? No, he did not. He loved them wholeheartedly. This is a very hard hurdle to climb. I understand, but I think it's super important. So if you're not familiar with NPD, you think that you've been experiencing this, you want to learn more about it, by all means, go find someone who resonates on YouTube. That's not what I want to talk about anymore. Okay, I'm done harboring this hate inside. I've been done with it for a few years now. It's been kind of challenging to get over that. One of my favorite mentors, I just have to throw this out, ASSC Direct. His name is Quinn Holiday. Wonderful guide. Okay, I haven't listened to his videos in quite some time. I'm way past learning about NPD. Okay, I'm more focused on my spiritual growth and healing at this point, and forgiveness, and not harboring that hate in my heart, that bitterness. Okay, because that is the key to ascension right now. That's the key to awakening, is climbing that hurdle of hatred and bitterness. It's hard to do, trust me. I made a video like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I want to say, about forgiveness. I think it's called, like, I don't know, I made two. One is like narcissists, monsters among us, and the other one is like 5 tips for healing in your narcissistic healing journey or whatever. So it's been a while. It's been a while in the making, and I'm finally just now starting to combat these feelings of bitterness and hatred for these pieces of shit, right? Not trying to downplay NPD or the trauma that comes from it. But I do feel that the next step beyond learning, awareness, and acknowledgement is the forgiveness, okay? Like wholesome, wholehearted. I know, like, that's a mouthful, and it's easier said than done, but it's something that I want to focus on more, the spiritual side of healing from covert narcissistic abuse, okay? As I've said before, I wholeheartedly believe that narcissists in our lives, they are catalysts to our awakening. Because once we awaken to the abuse of the narcissist within our own individual journey, we can correlate that to the harvesting of the energy of humanity for thousands of years, okay? Because it relates, okay? These cycles that the Cabal has held us in, our souls has held our souls in, it correlates, okay? I'm telling you. I want to give you some food for thought today. I'm kind of all over the place. I wrote some notes, but I'm so not even going by them. It is what it is. Some things I've been thinking about lately in regards to our cycles, regarding reincarnation and things like that, and coming back lifetime after lifetime and learning our lessons and being able to ascend spiritually in order to escape these cycles of the Cabal, right? Our soul, in order to free our soul from these cycles of oppression. All these questions have been popping up in my mind of, like, is the narcissist, is their game like their soul contract, right? Is that what they came here to do, to aid in the awakening of humanity by abusing people in order to awaken them? Or are they exercising their free will and disconnecting from their soul. You know, it comes to, like, sometimes, I know this might sound crazy, right? It's definitely easy for me to correlate the relationship of an empath having narcissistic traits, because we grow up in these environments and we take on these traits as a coping mechanism, you know, to help us get through and to help us combat this abuse. But I wonder, you know, was the narcissist supposed to be an empath? Because I can't help but to think that even though this beautiful story of humanity, the trials and tribulations of humanity, you know, without the dark, we would never appreciate the light. We would never appreciate the wonderful, wonderful world to come if we did not experience this dark world, these dark cycles of oppression that we've been living in. Like, if that was never the case, you know, if our story as humanity played out and it was just all gravy from the beginning, you know, would these narcissists, would they have turned out to be empaths, you know? Is that why we feel such a strong connection? You know, we're disregarding codependency and wounds and all that stuff, right? If everything had played out all gravy from the beginning, without the oppression, without the mental slavery, these cycles that our souls have been stuck in, would the narcissist have been an empath? Because I find that I have deep soul connections to a lot of my abusers throughout life, right? Love them wholeheartedly, even though they hurt me. So it's like, were they supposed to be that way? And if they weren't that way, like, and everything was all gravy from the beginning, like, would they have been empaths? And like, these would be like wholesome soul connections? I don't know. Food for thought. Let me know. Let me know what you think about that. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I just wanted to give that little food for thought and stuff that I've been thinking about lately in regards to forgiving the narcissist and trying to understand where they come from, their trauma, why they are the way that they are. And because that helps with forgiveness, okay? And that helps with not harboring the hate and the bitterness in the heart, right? I don't know. I know I'm all over the place, but I just wanted to make this video and let you know what things that I've been thinking about lately in regards to soul contracts, and you know how I feel about how narcissism correlates with humanity's story and awakening and things like that. I don't know. Food for thought. I'm going to talk a lot more about this. I feel so compelled. My soul wants me to dive real deep into the correlation of the spiritual side of narcissism and healing and awakening and things like that, right? Because I think that's definitely an important hurdle. It's an important hurdle to understand spiritually why these things, why this trauma has happened. If you are if you have experienced narcissistic abuse, I just want to say one more thing, is that you strong, kind soul, one major hurdle beyond forgiveness of your abuser, you are not a victim, and you never were, okay? We got to ditch that victim mentality. This is why I've parted ways with a lot of my mentors regarding narcissistic abuse, and this is why I've parted ways with a lot of support groups that I've been in, is because people stay stuck in this victim mentality, you know, like, oh, this is why I do this, this is why I attract this is why I am the way I am. No, okay? Catalysts. They're catalysts to your spiritual awakening. They are catalysts to your progression, okay? Spiritually and in this 3D realm, right? Your progression of finding your path and discovering who you are and your strengths and your weaknesses and embracing those things and becoming who you are, who you're meant to be, and creating your abundance and traveling along that journey of purpose, right? We all have it. That's the reason for them. You're not a victim, all right? I think that's super important. I'm sorry, I'm like so all over the place. I just wanted to check in with you guys, okay? I'm not going anywhere. I never will. Might take some breaks. I'm always here for you, and I'm so grateful for you, okay? Be well, be well, be well, be well. And please, 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 if you need anything at all, if you want to talk at all, just hit me up, okay? Thank you so much, and I love you, and I'm so grateful for you. Be well.